asked my wife, have I ever offended you? She said, yes. When? She said, 20 years ago. What? What?
Hello beautiful people, welcome back again to my channel. Welcome back to Blessing Media. Yes, so a lot of reactions are still on social media over the late Reverend Uma ukpai. Some of his videos that keep on surfacing on social media that have made some people to react and say, Kai, they never know this part of his life. They never know this part of his jovial comedian life. Of course, Reverend Dr. Uma ukpai is a man of God who chooses to serve God in all different ways of his life. If it comes to his marital life, everything about him, he put God first. In a video that just surfaced on social media where he teaches how partners should live, how two couples should live, no matter what you need to do is to do what? Akanri, meaning when the left hand touches the right should also touches the left. There shall be a balanced equation in all. Before we go into that, another video also surfaced online where he rejected a house that was gifted to him by the governor. And he boldly rejected it and said he's not looking for anything else, he's waiting for the coming of the Lord. This is a man who is sincerely contented with what he has and chooses God to be the first in his life. Let's watch this.
People that led him to Christ came to me and said, you cannot live in this type of place where you're living and allow me to be governor of the state without helping you. I want to change where you live. I don't like it. I said to him, I don't want a new house. I'm waiting for the coming of the Lord. So I don't need the house. My wife raised up her hand. Madam, what's the matter? The chairman has spoken. She said, I also have something to say. I want to be raptured, but I want to be raptured from my own house. And the governor said, consider it.
What does this really imply? A lot of people have reacted and said, they were super surprised to see that he's not even living in a mansion, because when people are going to pay condolence visits to the wife, they can understand that he's living in a very, his house is not that as high it's supposed to be. This is a man who chooses wealth not to be the main purpose of his life. This is a man who has put God to be the first. He rejected the mansion, he rejected the house, and chose to remain in his own house, his own contented, the one that God gifted him. What is more important to him is God, not materialized things. God is what is more important to his life. Now let's listen to this part of his story. Teach you one or two things to learn and also, make you feel more joyful. Knowing full well that Reverend Dr. Uma ukpai is actually a comedian too. A man who brings smiles and beautiful words to his audience and also to the children of God he mentors. Let's listen to these guys.
When your husband calls you an idiot, don't get angry. Just say to him, my brother, God made so many of us as idiots. I'm only one of them, but you also look like one of us. Don't get angry, because anger will make you say things that should not be said by a believer. Hold your mind. Please. There is something men need to know. Every woman you know has 1,958 connecting points in her memory area. So women don't forget, they don't forgive. Therefore, when you're angry, be careful what you say. Because 40 years after, she'll still remember what you said. I don't know why God made them so powerful. They are not like men who are jokers. Go her heart. She already said in her heart. 40 years from today, she will still remember. I asked my wife, have I ever offended you? She said, yes. When? She said, 20 years ago. What? What did I do? She said, we're going to record a program in about NTA Channel 6. Her hetai, chief hetai, flew off. And I drove on to a big supermarket and bought an expensive hetai. That cheap hetai that flew off. If a native doctor picks it, her life will be in jeopardy. Madam, if for 20 years no native doctor saw that hetai, by my spoken word, no native doctor shall see that hetai. When you are unhappy with your wife, then check yourself. Be careful what you say, because she will not forget. When you're going for a visa interview, go with your wife, because you will remember when the first child was born, the second child, and the third child. You know, women act like they're very fragile. It's a lie. It's a lie. Huh? A man who cannot fear his wife cannot fear the police.
Not fear his wife, cannot fear the police. Oh, this is sound very deep. Women are very fragile, according to Reverend Dr. Uma ukpai. All right, guys, what is your take to this advice? One thing I love about him is that he teaches you to your own understanding. And when you make use of his teachings, it helps you a lot. He's a man who knows how to live his life for Christ. A lot of people have reacted over the house issue and say, no wonder. His love for Christ is deep, not on material things. All right, from individual comments, Madu George say, I was also surprised to see his house as people were coming from condolence register. I could not believe that the great evangelist lived in a downstairs. That's the man that is contented. Then why the next person, Ademi, say, similar to when Mike Madoko gave Pastor Fatubo a Rolls Royce, he rejected it, but his wife accepted it. Okay. The next person said, these men were dead to material things, same as Apostle Arome. Why the next one said, I am waiting for the coming of the Lord. What a definite sense of focus and purpose. God help me. Amen. The next person says, from all the stories we have heard from Papa, we can conclude that Mama Waigo like enjoyment. Real James says, this is my first time of listening to his speech. He was indeed a powerhouse. So for sure, he is a powerhouse. So he is really a powerhouse. Why the next person say, may his soul continue to rest in peace in the Lord. Amen. Amike says, may your soul rest in peace, sir, and God comfort your family. Amen. Amen. Then finally, coming from Oyibo say, Lamo, laughing emoji. When we say deep wisdom, and he say, if a man cannot fear his wife, he cannot fear the police. That one is the part that really got me. If a man cannot fear his wife, that man cannot fear the police. So what is your take, my correct better people? Make I see your own comment for inside comment section. Once again, may the soul of Reverend Dr. Uma ukpai, may you rest in peace. Amen.
Amen.